John Eats Cheap, and Mrs. Cheap and I have a favorite kind of pancake. Well, Mrs. Cheap's would probably be blueberry, but cinnamon roll pancakes. We used to have a restaurant here named Jimmy's Egg. It's not here anymore, but they had great cinnamon roll pancakes. We tried to recreate them from home, didn't we? Get some kind of mix, I think.
I think so.
And it was kind of difficult. They didn't turn out real well. Well, Mrs. Cheap saw where somebody used cinnamon rolls out of a tube to make cinnamon roll pancakes. Pretty simple, so we thought we'd give it a try. Got these at Aldi, a little over $2. I got to find where to open here. There. They didn't make it too easy. All right. So here's my icing. I'm going to set that aside. Here's my cinnamon rolls. Kind of came unrolled there. And we are just going to put one down, or two of them down, and just flatten them out. Now these will be small, but the idea is when you cook them, they will puff up a little bit like a pancake. I'm going to try and get it nice and thin. Kind of like that. That's about the size of like an IHOP, isn't it?
Oh, it looks like it's kind of a heart. Doesn't it?
A little bit, a little bit.
Oh,
Okay,
that's sweet.
Well, we'll go ahead and do this, and we'll do two. And I just use the wax paper and the parchment paper so it won't stick, hopefully. All right, our pancakes are ready. I got to heat up the stove, the pan. Get a little butter on the pan and get these pancakes a cooking. A little piece of cinnamon here.
Get it all in there.
All righty. So one thing that is different from pancakes, you can't put your little tiny, dollop of dime-sized test pancake in to make sure the pan is the right heat. But I think we're doing all right.
It reminds me of when I was a kid, we'd make fry bread out of biscuit dough.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of using biscuit dough for a lot of different stuff, like donuts and stuff. It's because it's biscuit dough. It's totally different. It's starting to smell cinnamony.
Smells good.
All right, I think we're going to try and give this a flip. Well, not quite done, but we can go back to that side. That one's looking a little more golden. I think we have some cinnamon roll pancakes. All right, so I got some butter on those cakes. I'm going to drizzle a little of the icing. I think these will, with the cinnamon in there and the icing, I don't think you need syrup. You think, Mrs. Cheese?
No. Oh, those will be plenty sweet.
Let's make it a double stack and go in for a bite. I do miss the fluffiness. It has the taste, but of course it's much more dense than a pancake. But it's got that cinnamon sugar taste. I do like that. A lot quicker than making pancakes and mixing batter too. So it'll do in a pinch. If you got that, cinnamon roll pancake want or need.
It's probably quicker than baking cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, it is too. And the smaller cinnamon rolls, I'm not a fan of those baking. I need to have a big, easier to get at a restaurant cinnamon roll. So we'll save these just for cinnamon roll pancakes. I got to get a couple more going here for Mrs. Cheap. But there you go. Cinnamon roll pancakes for a couple of bucks, that's a thumb up and a nice change of pace and easy to make, and it doesn't make a huge mess with John Eats Cheap.